Call the spaceships to Davenport, prepare for a divanarchy, and interface with a couch in space. It's Space Couch time! She's a space and a couch. I didn't like that. I'm sorry about that. You know what I do like, though, is our advertisers. We're brought to you this week by new advertiser, Liger Hawk Records. You want to check out all the way from Thessaloniki, Greece. Industrial from Greece. It's so cool. Methods of Dance. Ascender from Invictus. It's wonderful. Alf Must Die, the new jam from Tommy Tantrum. It's so good. Bitman's Journeys. That's my Get Stuff Done album now. Picking Up the Pieces, the new one from James Netto. It's older, but it's reissued on Summer Vampire by Tommy Tantrum. Few days left in summer, technically. 8-Bit Panda Strikes. Well, video game remixes. He remixed a bunch of video game tracks. It's amazing. You want to check out Rain All Day by Tommy Tantrum. He's just been on a tear, this guy. A Panda and His Uke Ex-Girlfriend song. And then you want to check out Designer, also by Invictus, and Questoris from Bitman. He Cannot Be Stopped. And finally, the Gasoline Invertebrate Kickstarter is going on now. Technically funded in just a few hours, but you can still contribute and all that. Our other sponsor today is, oh no, we're going to crash into the sun. Crashing into the sun. Oh, wait, I screwed it up. Crashing into the sun with super7.com/Space Couch Show. That's where you go to find the best action figures in all the land, as well as masks and t-shirts. But, you know, I'm always picking up action figures. Check this out. This just came the other day. It's an action figure of Bob Casale from Devo, completing my Devo collection. That's specifically from the Girl You Want video. You can pick up all that and more at Super7. I always get it backwards. Super7.com/Space Couch Show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited for today's guest because, like, we've known each other for a long time, but I don't know like a lot about these wonderful people. So it is with great aplomb and esteem and fervor that I bring in today's guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome all the way from Chicago, the BIOCARBON13. What's going on, guys?
Ooh, not much.
Hey, awesome.
I missed it. It's been so long.
Well, I miss you guys too. I mean, like, you know, we can we're friends online and, you know, all that, but it's like it's not the same. So welcome to space. It's very roomy up here. You know, lots of asteroids and stuff, but otherwise we should be good. I try to avoid like how'd you get started questions because it's like kind of hacky, and but I like I said at the to intro, like I'm sorry, Cloudy and Egg, hi, welcome to space. But we've been friends for like forever, but like I'm not sure how you got started and how did like Claudia and Ig come to this industrial music world? Like, how'd you get started?
How'd you get started?
How did I get started? Lifelong Chicagoan. So you're talking about someone that was a teenager in the 80s with Wax Track.
Woo!
With the Medusas on
Yeah, nice.
With the industry. So you're talking about someone that saw formed outside in line, didn't get in to see Nine Inch Nails record their video at the original Exit on North.
Oh, that's so cool.
We're talking seeing Front 242 playing on the Medusa floor.
Oh my, wow. For those of you at home, Medusa's, it's been closed for a million years, but that's where you went if you were a cool gothic teenager type in Chicago and you saw Front 242. It's like a retail store, but like you saw 242 play there. That's so awesome.
You got to see Groovy Man manning the cash register before TKK, My Life with the Thrill Cult. So, yep, you got a Mexican child here running around with her, I guess, 10-year-old sister. Because
amazing.
It's all over the place. That's how I got introduced into industrial. I used to get a money order and have them send my money order over to London so I could get my Doc Martens.
Oh, you gotta do it.
We wanted the special ones.
Yes.
So my intro into industrial music.
Very cool. That's perfect. I love it. I forgot about Medusas. Oh, that's bringing some memories back. And Ig, tell me about a baby Ig.
It's pathetic.
Stop.
I was a punk rocker. Then I went into Bauhaus, Bug, Bit Miss. I went on that thing, and then somebody introduced me to the Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste.
Nice.
And that was downhill from that.
And I learned from a video that we'll play in a second that you're actually born in Kyiv, in the Ukraine. That's awesome, man. And then, so when did you come to the U.S., if you don't mind me asking?
Dude, that was like I was a I was a baby Ig, 79.
You're a little baby Ig. What's that?
79.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
That was just a minute or two ago.
Right.
Well, I wasn't baby, but still, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that was just, and I'm still FOB.
I think you need another podcast, though, because what he's not saying is, though he was born in what is now known as the Ukraine, he was actually born in the USSR.
You were born in the USSR. Wow.
Talk about
back in USSR.
Yeah, you were literally back in the USSR.
Boy.
And how lucky
talk
we.
about food, no food,
Wow.
newspaper, toilet paper. We got a second part 2 podcast.
Wow. Yeah, we will. Well, you're welcome back to space any time. It's all private sector up here in the cosmos.
Space where no one can hear you scream.
Yes, there you go. Well, we may be screaming about a few things as we get on. But speaking of sonic projection, not my best transition, but I'm curious, what would you say in industrial music, to be sure, but in your estimation, does anything define a signature BIOCARBON13 like sound, if that makes sense?
This is like to define yourself is the hardest thing.
It is tough, yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to be coy or cute, but I can never able to define myself because, well, for one thing, I enjoy freedom, not having to impress anybody.
Yeah.
So I just write whatever comes to mind.
Awesome.
And without any, desire of, predictable outcome.
Very cool.
So it's.
It is a hard sound to define. To me, it's always kind of been like a Nitzer Ebb meets Depeche hybrid, a little bit, maybe, but like we will cut in the awesome. You like that?
Yeah.
The video for "Let's Go Fight" will cut in a clip of here.
Find your fight. Anytime, anywhere, life is right. Life is right. Anytime, anywhere, go fight. Go fight. Feeling lost.
This is awesome. So that this is some BIOCARBON13 sampling for you at home. The other video I want to get to, because you just posted this, is sort of the setup, because you guys just played in Kyiv in the Ukraine. Like, that is awesome. I mean, I don't have an amazing follow-up question. Just like, how was it? Like, how was it, man?
Well, it was great. Just one thought to finish up the previous video.
Sure.
Actually, Claudia created that video.
Oh, awesome.
With the use of AI.
Mm-hmm.
So when this outcome, it was extremely impressive. I was
great.
Very happy. But in Ukraine, so this was the second time that I was in Ukraine, and the first time I was there, I met the guys from the band called Kurs Valut, and they're really great, and they're doing a lot of. They did a lot before the war in Europe. They travel around. Check them out. And I said, next time I'm here, why don't we have a show together? You set something up for us. And he said, yeah, let me know. And the thing about it, because of the war, they don't program anything far in advance.
Really?
So it's like he said, you need to give me no more than 2 weeks notice. And we make it happen, and sure enough, they did.
2 weeks. You had to get like just hit up Priceline.com to try to find the cheapest flight to Ukraine with it. Wow.
Pretty much we did, but there's no flights to Ukraine. My second company, which is called IC Queen Productions, is actually documented our 20-hour journey from Chicago to get to Kyiv, which is a no-fly zone. And then day by day, I'm just going to showcase what we saw.
So is this artistic community or?
It's a revitalization factory. There are maybe 6 clubs here. Electronic clubs, roll clubs, rehearsal studio.
Also like a collective.
Which? Hello. You good?
Claudia, nice to meet you.
We have 2 audio interfaces. We have a vocal processor. We have a microphone. We have monitors. We have a music control.
Awesome.
What we read, what we heard. So just to show everyone else what's happening out there. I mean,
very cool.
Pretty cool.
I think it was 20 hours just to get to Krakow to the border, and then another 10 hours to get to Kyiv.
People can see that at BIOCARBON13 official on YouTube, or where you?
Yep, we'll put it up there also, so you can connect to it. We started off with just documenting the show in Kyiv, but slowly we're adding, hey, here's what's happening. Here's what we did on top of playing the show and all the other charity events. But I just want to add, like you, we also like to theme things out. And so the video Let's Go Fight, I created it using AI. And the whole point of it is just how much AI is now permeating into the world. And I'm in technology, Jaeger's in technology. And so I've been working with it for years. And now that it's out, bubbled up to the top, open, I thought it would be interesting to use it to make this video. And while I was doing it, this thing just keeps coming up, and it's our theme. And it is, we asked the question, are you ready to face the consequences of unchecked AI?
It's coming.
Absolutely.
It's
here.
It's here. Yeah. I mean, the video looks amazing. I'm gonna have to pick your brain after the episode here, but you see, I mean, the AI just 2 months ago looks like shit compared to the AI today, compared to the AI tomorrow. It's just moving at light speed, but a very good use thereof in the Let's Go Fight video. Also mixed, as I understand it, by Saints, Chicago's own, on your shirt there.
got a shout out to my friend Guillermo Bill. He's a saint, and he did. This is I think a second or a third album that he mixed for.
Okay, cool.
Carbon13. There's another guy, Jarvis. He is from Absence of Faith.
Yeah, Jarvis.
He's like one of the hardest working guys in the industry.
He's a machine.
Absolutely. And he does really good mastering for different people. So he also helped me out on several albums, and just wanted to mention these two names.
Okay, well, big shout out to Absinthe of Faith, friend of the show, and Gasoline Invertebrate played a gig with Saint a couple years ago, and he killed. Speaking of Chicago, Claudia, you touched on this a bit, but people always sort of attribute like Chicago industrial to My Life at the Thrill Kill Cult and the Wax Trax era. But to me, it's always been BioCarbon13. It's like you guys have never not been here. Like you've played probably 1,000 shows in Chicago, and it's just like this Chicago like constant. Like I was wondering if you feel any sort of, I mean, I'm gonna get a little bit weird, but like a little woo woo. Do you feel any sort of connection to the city, or is it just like a place? Like does Chicago musically figure into BioCarbon13 in any way?
Well, yeah, definitely. But I mean, I would say that we were I always felt like we were outside looking in, and inside it was gothicals.
Not anymore.
It was
Cruciform.
Right.
Martin Atkins was his label. He gave a lot of gentle nudge to a lot of bands. I mean, you are the guys that these are the guys. DJ Acucrack. These are the guys that were looking up in Chicago, because like you and Matt Finale, a lot of inspiration, a lot of things I learned from you. You specifically, the way you use your vocals, your voice, your presence. It's just like, I'm sorry, I had to rip it off.
Well,
so
I'm glad you did. Your cover of Konami Code far surpasses the original.
I don't know.
Nah.
I thought that. I think we had spoke about it before. I don't know if you did it by accident or it was on purpose, but there was so much I read subliminally in the lyrics that were pretty much that cheat code that maybe I don't know.
Well, I mean, I didn't have the chops to write layers of subtext in video game codes way back when. But I was thrilled you covered it. Speaking again of your music, if my small amount of research is correct, it looks like Nightshade was the last full length you guys put out. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that was true. I don't know if if it's appropriate, but basically it was written at the deathbed of my dad.
Oh wow!
During COVID, and it was just like kind of a bit of a therapy or a dumping bucket for my
totally
thoughts.
Feel that.
So it was that, and right now we're working on we're putting finishing touches on the new release, Broken. That what you played before. So.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And people should pick that up at biocarbon13.bandcamp.com. Do you have a Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, you have some homework out there in the audience. They're putting the finishing touches on a new album, and you can pick that up at Bandcamp. Put BioCarbon13 in there. They're the biggest one. I think the only one. Do you have any? Yeah. Do you have any? What was that?
We have only one store in Bandcamp.
Okay, cool.
But we're a major, distribution channels. You know,
Or just go to biocarbon13.com.
BIOCARBON13.com is where you want to go.
easy.
Do you have any gigs we should know about? I mean, you just
Well,
played a major one in Ukraine.
We're opening up for
Aesthetic.
aesthetic profession.
Oh, just them.
They-
Okay, awesome.
They're doing a private, kind of like intimate show at the Liars Club.
Oh,
They're on tour, and right now that's all we have. Definitely, folks.
that's enough,
There's
man.
something to work.
Go check out the Intrepid Biocarbon 13 at the Liars Club in Chicago, opening for Aesthetic Perfection. That's so cool. And
Here's a shameless plug.
that's what we're here
Hey,
for,
why
man.
don't we do something? We haven't played together for a long time.
It's been a long time. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee now, of all places. So if
Got food? Ready to travel?
let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Like Brian, we were just talking about, hey, we should go to Dollywood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Let's do Dollywood. Well, we can open. You know.
We should bring Satanic Hispanic with us. He'd love it.
Okay. All right. We'll
John?
open for Dolly Parton. It's going to be awesome.
It's
Speaking of awesome, I just had to ask. Are you still doing Sistema?
yes and no. It's kind of like COVID,
Okay.
being, you know,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So plus the school got disbanded because my teacher passed away.
Oh wow.
But I'm still trying to do things by myself.
Okay. Cool.
On my own, and I will always look for people who would want to join me and study this thing.
For the audience at home, I was privileged enough to take a few lessons of Sistema, Russian martial arts, with one half of our guest today, and he's a total badass. So if you have the chance, you get to trade with industrial rock stars. I will leave this question open-ended, and we can go wherever you want with it. But what the fuck is wrong with everybody?
Well, I think that this is a age-old question. I think main thing is a fear.
Okay, that's
Fear of
very
birth.
poignant.
I think it's and fear of everything, fear of responsibilities, fear of doing something on your own, fear of failure, fear of the future, fear of
The mob, the social justice mob, in my case.
it's fear. So
Fear. Like, that's a really good answer, man. I can feel it, right? Like thank you. I should say, we are recording this in your past as you're viewing this out there in the world, because space gets time curved out here. So because the news cycle is moving at ludicrous speed, I need to say on camera that it is currently September 19th. We don't know what's going to happen. It's just every day is like some crazy thing. And I think you can kind of feel it in the air. It's just a lot of fear. So I love it. I love it. You know, if you're ever in the area, just come by space. There's like not a lot of people up here in space, and so we can just kind of have a big party. And it's, you know, you have to fear. We'll open for you. It'll be awesome. Okay, this will be fun. What was that?
We'll be happy to open for you, Jim.
Oh, we'll open for each other all year, or however long a year is on whatever planet we happen to be orbiting. Because it's like, you know, we're not even Earth centric. We just go all over. I think
I'm up for it.
What's that?
I'm up for it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well,
Once you here, the eternity is boundless.
well, I'll beam you to Knoxville, Tennessee, and then space is like right next door. It's like across the street, basically.
Rock and roll.
So, Claudia and Igor, it is now time for everybody's favorite feature radiation round. Called that because lightning is exceedingly rare in space. Although it does occur, I had to look that up. But it's basically the lightning round. No wrong answers. Say whatever you want. Backing tracks, stereo or mono?
Mono, absolutely.
Mono? And Claudia,
Definitely.
for you as well, mono? Okay.
Mono.
Is that because that's interesting? Because, like, the idea being, like, if I'm watching you or whoever on stage, I'm not wearing a pair of headphones, so it's like if you have something way stage right, you can't. It's going to sound different to the people in the audience, right?
Absolutely. Plus, it's going to be an engineer's nightmare trying to bounce.
I didn't even think of that.
Creative bouncing stuff, the
Okay.
left, right.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, mono for both. I don't have a soda with me, but drink of choice for each of you.
I'll go first. The Malbec wine, the boldest wine out there.
Malbec wine and egg.
Cheese ball.
Oh, nice.
Sherry.
Awesome. That worked out really well. I wasn't expecting visual aids. And in your opinion, who is the biggest train wreck in Congress?
Listen, that's there's so many candidates.
There's so many candidates.
So many people vying for the position. But remember the guy who said that Guam gonna tip over?
Oh, he was awesome. What's his name? I'm blanking on it, but that's a great answer.
Hank Johnson.
Yes.
Johnson Jr. Yeah.
Johnson. Oh.
Just check this out. We are somebody. There is actually a lot of people who are electing an official to the Congress who believes that island can tip over.
If enough people get on one side of it, like
Due to overpopulation.
And so, but and you can go down the list, but you ask for one.
No wrong answer. You can say a ton if you want. I don't care.
But I see these things like what was it? Waters? Anyway.
Oh, okay. No worries, man. So from the top, that was mono for both Malbec wine and sherry, and the amazing answer of Johnson Jr. First time it's come up with that.
Pass.
Oh, and pass. And pass. Cool. Johnson Jr. pass. Yeah. Awesome. And okay, now it's time for everybody's also favorite feature, hypothetical spectacle. That's where we get like a little woo-woo, and we might do like BIOCARBON13, the rom-com, or BIOCARBON13, the breakfast cereal. But I was wondering if BIOCARBON13 was like a superhero, like the essence of BIOCARBON13 became a superhero, what powers would he or she have?
By the way, I'm a sucker for rom-coms.
We could do the BIOCARBON13 rom-com if you want.
No, let's stick to that.
Okay.
But I love rom-coms, and we're both. She got me hooked on Korean drummers.
Oh.
So that's not going to be another topic.
Okay.
But,
K-pop, Korean dramas.
All right. Well, the BIOCARBON13 superhero, one superpower could be the ability to disseminate at superhuman levels K-pop and Korean rom-coms unto the people.
Well,
I think for me, it's going to be something related to carbon and its properties, BIOCARBON13. So I was like, enhanced strength and durability, the superhero must have. So carbon-based body could provide strength and resistance to injury. So I'm going with the carbon-based body something.
Perfect. Yeah. He's like they could just enhance the molecular structures in their person to awesome. I love it. So good.
And Igor.
Yeah, I was thinking about. I was Well, I'm I'm a poor child from Soviet Union. I always want to be rich. So Tony Stark, though he is not a superhero,
Oh yeah.
but he has a suit that out of carbon. It could be
Oh yes.
environmentally friendly,
Very cool.
or Bruce Wayne. You know, he also has this alter ego that
I
during
love
the
it.
day like Playboy, during the night he's this darkness.
I love it.
I don't know.
I love that you would go for not even the hero aspect of it, but the rich persona facade. Amazing. I love it.
Yeah,
I mean,
to be benevolent, but they can afford it.
right? Like it superheroes, just you got to pay rent too. Stopping bank robberies is well and good, but like, car insurance is expensive. So like,
Hell yeah.
perfect answer. Perfect answer. You guys, I am on this flying couch, and I'm on a rogue flight path out here in space, and I'm going to bring this couch back on into the station shortly, and we'll wrap it up, and we'll get to some closing thoughts, or any closing thoughts you may have, but we'll do my new favorite segment that I don't have a cool title for it yet, but it's what did we learn today? We learned that Claudia is seeped in the fabric of Chicago industrial from back in the day, and a baby Igor came from Kyiv when it was in the USSR. You're opening for aesthetic perfection at the Liars Club. Very excited to see more footage about your odyssey to the Ukraine. The one video's up now. It's you kind of guys walking through like a really we'll cut it in, but in the post here. But it's you guys walking through this like really gnarly looking like artist space. Like it's so cool. I'm very curious about that. We've got a new album almost complete. It's on the cusp of wreaking havoc unto the world. Do your backing tracks in mono, and each of them loves a quality adult beverage. So any closing thoughts you have for our space audience, or maybe they're on Earth. I mean, I don't want to judge.
Well, it was a blast. Thank you for inviting me.
It was like I will admit, like this space couch thing. Like we have a very dedicated viewer fan base, and I love you out there. But it really is like just an excuse for me to talk to my personal friends. So that is
why not? I mean,
it's great. I mean, like
of people. It's when you find somebody you can get along with. You got to stick together.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. And I got a lot of time now that I just live out in outer space. So this is Brian for Space Couch, for Ig, for Claudia, for BIOCARBON13, saying, call the spaceships to Davenport, prepare for Divanarchy, and interface with a couch in space. Space Couch out! And then it's just the ending credits here, and we'll just let those run through, and awesome ship that I wrote on the Commodore 64 emulator in hexadecimal. It was a pain in the butt.